It was a stunning image. Kendrick Lamar in a Canadian tuxedo holding 5 Grammy Awards, all for a song that essentially destroyed the career of one of his peers, Drake. So how exactly did we get here? Let's start with a song that won all those awards and that Drake simply could not recover from. After Drake and Kendrick traded a few tracks during their spring 2024 rap beef, Lamar went nuclear with Not Like Us, a West Coast club track with an undeniably memorable dance beat. In it, Lamar doubles down on his previous accusations of Drake having an interest in underage girls, and also takes similar shots at other rappers from Drake's label, OVO. The song doesn't stop there, though. It also goes after Drake for being a quote-unquote colonizer in hip-hop, only going to see other rappers in Atlanta when he needed to boost his credibility. So, according to Lamar, Drake is not the song's us in a few ways. The infectious track debuted at number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it remained at the top of the Hot Rap Songs chart for an amazing 21 weeks.
Fight is over!
Drake's response was, at best, tepid. The day after Not Like Us dropped, Drake released The Heart Part 6. Over the course of his career, Lamar had released The Heart Parts 1 through 5, so it was Drake's attempt to steal back Kendrick's thunder. It didn't work, though, because in the song itself, Drake's only defense against the accusations of being a predator was that he was too famous and would have been arrested for it. He even name-dropped a young actress he was said to have pursued when she was a minor, Millie Bobby Brown. The song concludes with Drake describing the battle as an exercise, suggesting that he had bowed out.
And then the other part, I'm too good for this,
Yeah.
you wasn't too good for that when you dropped push-ups.
Lamar didn't release a response song. The beef was indeed over, with overwhelming agreement that Kendrick was the victor. Now that we've analyzed what ended the feud, let's go back to what started it. Though Lamar had taken a few shots at Drake for years leading up to it, things really heated up in March 2024 with the release of the Future and Metro Boomin track Like That. Lamar took aim at both Drake and J. Cole, the other members of the so-called Big Three of rap, saying, "It's just Big Me." J. Cole responded with the song's 7-minute drill, but then quickly removed himself from the fight, saying he actually had a lot of respect for Lamar.
Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I.
Drake didn't let it go, though, releasing the song Push-Ups that April. In it, Drake mocked Lamar's stature both physically and commercially. As he did in his beef with Meek Mill, Drake then went back-to-back, putting out Tailor-Made Freestyle. The song employed AI versions of some of Lamar's heroes, Tupac Shakur and Snoop Dogg, to attack him for not responding to push-ups because Lamar supposedly didn't want to interfere with the release of former collaborator Taylor Swift's new album. It eventually had to be withdrawn from streaming after a legal challenge with Tupac's estate. When Lamar finally did respond, he unleashed 2 brutal back-to-back tracks of his own, Euphoria and 616 in LA. Together, they accused Drake of being a bad parent and having had cosmetic surgery on his abs, among other things. Lamar also claimed to have spies in Drake's record label who confirmed he was reviled by his own crew. Within hours of Lamar's own back-to-back attack, Drake had his response in the form of an epic 8-minute track called Family Matters. It took things to a whole different level, accusing Lamar of domestic abuse toward his fiancée, Whitney Alford, who was also the mother of his children. Drake also intimated that one of Lamar's kids was actually fathered by his business partner Dave Free. Family Matters was definitely Drake's strongest blow in the battle, but it didn't have a lot of time to land, because within mere minutes of its release, Lamar had his response, Meet the Grams, ready. And if Drake wanted to get in the mud and drag the kids into it, Lamar was ready to do the same. Over an eerie beat, Lamar directly addressed Drake's son, mother, and an apparent secret daughter. Kendrick says to Drake's son Adonis, who was also the center point of Drake's beef with Pusha T, "I'm sorry that man is your father." Meet the Grams also made a claim that came to dominate the discourse. Lamar painted Drake as a predator of girls and young women, suggesting it was, quote, only a matter of time before his home got raided. Not Like Us came mere hours later, cementing that accusation in the public eye.
He said he was the guy, and he's never been challenged for that crown.
Well, now somebody came and said, I'm the crown holder.
After the release of Not Like Us and the failure of The Heart Part 6, Lamar took a few victory laps. First came the Pop Out concert on Juneteenth. The star-studded sold-out event at LA's Kia Forum at one point brought together members of rival LA gangs the Bloods and the Crips, suggesting that Drake's defeat had brought even the fiercest enemies together. Lamar performed Not Like Us 5 consecutive times, but the crowd never seemed to get tired of it. Then he released a video for his song, which included shots of Lamar and Alford dancing, undermining Drake's accusations of discord in their relationship. The video climaxes with a huge crowd singing and dancing to the track, emphasizing that Lamar had the people on his side.
Y'all ain't gonna let nobody disrespect the West Coast, huh?
Lamar's success continued from there. In September 2024, he was named as the featured performer at the 2025 Super Bowl. In November, he surprised everyone by shadow dropping his album GNX, which topped the charts in numerous Best Album of the Year lists. And then in February 2025, Not Like Us won those 5 Grammy Awards, including Record of the Year and Song of the Year. The year 2024 left Drake in a bad place. Lamar wasn't the only rapper who targeted him. Pharrell, for instance, didn't get dragged into a full beef, but took a subtle shot in his song Double Life. Rick Ross, Kanye West, and Metro Boomin all piled on too. The Canadian's reputation has taken near irreparable damage, and he seems to know it. In January 2025, he released the Fighting Irish Freestyle, in which a tired-sounding Drake appears to criticize former allies, including basketball star LeBron James, who appeared at Lamar's pop-out concert. Though Drake was once indisputably the most successful rapper making music, he seems to have mostly taken his line of attack out of the music arena and into the courtroom. He sued Universal Music Group, his own label, and Spotify for inflating the reach of Not Like Us at his expense.
Now it's more than just fiery diss tracks. It's a full-on federal lawsuit.
That suit was later withdrawn, but he again sued UMG for defamation and harassment for the claims of criminal behavior made against him in Not Like Us. Some have suggested the action is intended to prevent Lamar from performing the hit during his Super Bowl halftime show performance. We'll see how that works out for him.